Shall we start? On behalf of Board of Directors of Precision Camshafts Limited, I, Mayuri Kulkarni, Company Secretary and Compliance Officer of the company, welcome you all to this 29th Annual General Meeting of the company being held today, that is on 27th July 2021 at 3 p.m. through video conferencing and other audio-visual means. I also welcome directors and other dignitaries of the company attending this meeting. Mr. Yatin Shah, the Chairman and Managing Director of the company being present, is requested to chair the proceedings of the meeting.
Company. This meeting is being conducted through video conferencing and other audio-visual means due to COVID pandemic. This meeting is in compliance of the circulars issued by the Ministry of Corporate Affairs, the Government of India, and Securities and Exchange Board of India. The company has taken all feasible steps to ensure that the shareholders are provided the opportunity to participate in the annual general meeting and vote. Adequate video conferencing and other audio-visual means arrangement is provided by the company for the AGM. The requisite forum is present and therefore I call this meeting to order. Register of shareholding of directors and key managerial personnel and register of contracts or arrangements in which directors are interested, e-source certificates issued by the statutory auditors are available. These will remain accessible to members for inspection electronically till the conclusion of this meeting, if they so desire. I wish to introduce, for the benefit of new members, my colleagues on the board of the company. Dr. Suhasini Shah, Non-Executive Director.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Dr. Suhasini Shah, attending this meeting from Solapur, and the audio and video is clear to me. Thank you.
Mr. Ravindra Joshi.
Good afternoon, Ravindra Joshi. Attending AGM from Solapur, audio and video are both clear to me.
Mr. Karan Shah.
Good afternoon, I'm Karan Shah, attending the meeting from Solapur, audio and video are clear.
Mr. Pramod Mehndare.
Good afternoon, I am Pramod Mehndare. I am attending this meeting from Devali. Both audio and video are clear to me.
Mr. Sarvesh Joshi.
Good afternoon, I am Sarvesh Joshi. I am attending from Pune. Both audio and video are clear to me.
Mr. Vedant Pujari.
Meeting from New Delhi.
So please unmute.
Video is clear to me.
Mr. Vaibhav Mahajani.
Good afternoon, I am Vaibhav Mahajani, attending this meeting from Pune. Audio and video both are clear to me.
Mrs. Savni Ladda.
Hello, I'm Savni Ladha. I'm attending this meeting from Pune. Audio and video are clear to me. Thank you.
All the directors of the company and chairman of audit committee, stakeholders relationship committee, nomination and remuneration committee, and corporate social responsibility committee are present at this meeting. Mrs. Mayuri Kulkarni, company secretary and compliance officer. Mr. Gautam Vakankar, joint compliance officer, and representative of statutory auditors and secretarial auditors are also present at this meeting. Ladies and gentlemen, notice dated 25th May 2021, convening this annual general meeting and a copy of the annual report for financial year 2020-21 have already been circulated to members of the company electronically on 5th of July 2021. With your permission, I shall take them as read. The auditor's report on the standalone and consolidated financial statements and the secretarial audit report of the company for the financial year ended 31st March 2021 do not contain any qualification, reservation, adverse remark, or disclaimer. Accordingly, reports are not required to be read out as provided in the Companies Act 2013. With your permission, I shall take them as read. Now, with your permission, I will begin my formal address to the shareholders. India and the world has witnessed and is still reeling under one of the worst pandemics in recent times. I'd like to express my deepest sympathies to those who were affected by COVID-19, while I would like to thank all the doctors, healthcare, and frontline staff who fought and are still fighting this pandemic despite all odds and risks to their personal lives. My heartfelt condolences to the families of doctors and frontline workers who have lost their lives in this pandemic. As a small contribution towards COVID-19 pandemic, PCL has donated rupees 50 lakhs towards Prime Minister Care Fund and rupees 50 lakhs towards Chief Minister's Relief Fund, Maharashtra. As a responsible citizen of India, Precision Camshafts Limited has taken all necessary steps to ensure safety of employees and the society at large. I'd like to show the shareholders the efforts taken by the company during COVID-19 pandemic to safeguard our employees.
Tech support. Please play the video now.
Tech support, please play the video.
I'd now like to take you through some business highlights at Precision Camshafts Limited. PCL has set a global benchmark in manufacturing quality camshafts through its advanced systems, technology, and processes. Spread over a 45-acre green campus, we now have a capacity to cast 11 million camshafts and machine about 4 million camshafts annually. We have a very strong and long-term robust order book, which would have better utilized our installed capacity, but for the pandemic and shortage of semiconductors. We hope that these challenges will soon be overcome. We are hopeful of the automotive market reviving very soon and addressing the pent-up demand. We currently supply over 150 types of camshafts and are developing more than 20 types of new camshafts for new and old customers. The details of camshafts capacity at the manufacturing facility at Solapur is stated in the annual report as part of the MDA. Despite the pandemic, we have achieved over 59.74% of capacity utilization in our foundries and machine shops. This can be accredited to our wide customer base across the globe and domestic market. PCL business model was aligned to Government of India's Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan much ahead of the campaign launch in calendar year 2020. We not only meet domestic market requirements, but have been supplying our products across the globe for the last 2 decades. The Precision DNA and work culture embodies sharp customer focus, transparency in operations, sense of ownership, keen attention to details, conservative financial approach, and high level of discipline and upkeep. Our company has circa 70% of market share in Indian camshaft market and circa 9% market share in the international camshaft market. Revenue contribution from machine camshafts increased from 60.8% last year to 64% this year, despite challenges of COVID. Revenue contribution from castings reduced from 39.2% last year to 36% this year. I'm very pleased to inform the shareholders that during the year, we purchased the remaining stakes in our step-down subsidiaries, that is 24% in MFT and 49% in EMOS. MFT, based in Germany, after acquiring the balance 24% at 0.55 million euros or 4.76 crores in July 2020, is now a 100% step-down subsidiary through PCL International Holdings BV. EMOS, based in Netherlands, after acquiring 49% at 0.6 million euros or 5.19 crores in July 2020, is now a 100% step-down subsidiary through PCL International Holdings BV. This now makes all 3 companies wholly owned subsidiaries or step-down subsidiaries. The acquisition strategy has allowed us to diversify our product portfolio and tap new customers across the world, besides creating a very solid footprint in the EV world. All the acquired companies are poised for growth and are led by competent professional management. We believe that the true potential of these companies will soon start to unfold. EMOS business model will be a game changer in time to come, as it has the capability to offer cost-effective solutions for EVs across the world, which we plan to exploit. EMOS is way ahead in the race of electrifying light and heavy commercial vehicles and has demonstrated a solid track record with revenues rising almost 3 times in the last 3 years with reputed customers. EMOS today is almost ready to go into serial supply of kits in Netherlands. Our strategic objectives of operational excellence, innovation, profitable growth, and building a performance culture remain unchanged. These objectives continue to guide our business decisions. Today, integration and stabilization of acquired companies across the group remains our main focus, followed by new product addition and strengthening of management team through talent addition. At MFT and MEMCO, our objective is to fully utilize capacities and bring in new business, while at EMOS, we look to scale business in Europe and also introduce electric buses and trucks in India. We delivered a very satisfactory performance in a turbulent year. Following are the highlights for financial year 2020-2021. Total income on a standalone basis stood at 403 crores. EBITDA on a standalone basis stood at 97.28 crores. Profit after tax on a standalone basis stood at 61.69 crores. Export business contributed 57.38% towards the total revenue, while the domestic business contributed the rest. Total income on a consolidated basis stood at 732 crores. EBITDA on a consolidated basis stood at 84.50 crores. Loss after tax on a consolidated basis stood at 77.85 lakhs. Our three group companies also delivered a resilient performance in these trying times. MEMCO's revenues stood at 36.7 crores. MFT's revenues stood at 158.4 crores. EMOS revenues stood at 133.3 crores. I'd now like to show a corporate video of Precision Camshafts Limited and group companies for better understanding of the companies.
Tech support, please now.
Working every day with relentless passion, contributing to the global automotive industry, raising the benchmark every day, forging strong partnerships. Precision Group, delivering extraordinary performance every day. Working every day with relentless passion, contributing to the global automotive industry, raising the benchmark every day, forging strong partnerships. Precision Group, delivering extraordinary performance every day. Known for being a one-stop solution provider for camshafts, the Precision Group today has a diversified portfolio of critical components catering to automotive and non-automotive customers across 4 continents and over 20 countries. As a group, we manufacture camshafts using all technologies, including chilled cast iron, ductile iron, hybrid and fully assembled camshafts, along with an array of critical and high-precision components such as balancer shafts, fuel injector parts, and complex prismatic parts. We also produce zero-emission electric powertrains and drivelines for heavy equipment. The Precision Group has a flourishing manufacturing footprint in India, Germany, and the Netherlands. The group also has technical offices in Europe and North America to cater to its local customers.
Precision Camshafts is a world-class facility which happens to be in Solapur. It's an oasis of excellence. The Precision family is bonded by a very unique DNA. Keen attention to details, sharp customer focus, high discipline in housekeeping, lean operating systems, and a conservative financial approach are now ingrained in our genes.
Headquartered in Solapur, India, the flagship company of Precision Group, Precision Camshafts Limited, is a listed company on the Indian stock exchanges. PCL is one of the leading camshaft manufacturers with a capacity to cast over 12 million camshafts and machine about 4 million camshafts annually. PCL supplies over 150 variants of camshafts to leading OEMs the world over. Known for its quality and delivery benchmarks, PCL has an enviable track record of zero field failures since its inception. PCL's strong technology partnerships allow to leap ahead of the technology curve and give the company a competitive advantage in the industry. Precision Group has always embraced inorganic growth strategies to bolster business growth. Starting from the first JV with G. Clancy UK in 1999, the two JVs in China in 2012, to the more recent ones, the company has strengthened its product portfolio, customer base, and geographical footprint. Each company brings with its marquee customers and expertise in manufacturing critical precision components.
Precision has always believed in transparency and open culture. Our conservative yet growth-oriented approach and financial discipline are an integral part of our growth story. The company has delivered a consistent financial performance and aims to enhance the investors' return in the years to come.
Located in Nasik, India, Memco Engineering Private Limited manufactures niche injector components for Tier 1s. The company also manufactures tight tolerance instrumentation components for global customers. The company has set an industry benchmark of shipping more than 10 million parts per annum at rejections below 1 ppm. Spread over 10 acres in Grunwald, Germany, MFD GmbH is a machinist specializing in critical components like balancer shafts, prismatic parts, aluminium, and steel. The company employs state-of-the-art technology and process automation cater to its marquee clientele. The Precision Group has further consolidated its presence in the European market with MFT. Based in Oosterhout, Netherlands, EMOS designs, develops, produces and supplies complete electric drivelines for trucks, buses, military vehicles and heavy equipment. EMOS has more than 300 models in its portfolio, custom built to suit a wide range of applications and terrains. The EMOS vehicles ply on roads all the way from Europe to New Zealand. Precision would bring this competitive and high-technology product to India to cater to the commercial vehicle market. The group has always looked at sustainable, green infrastructure as an equally important focus area, along with technology and products. Significant focus is given to ensure all facilities have a green cover and are designed for sustainable and carbon-light operation. Great effort is taken to ensure conservation of our water tables through recycling of water and energy conservation. Employing more than 2,500 individuals globally, PCL is highly committed to responsible citizenship. We look at safety and sustainability as an integral part of our work philosophy. Precision Foundation, the CSR arm of Precision, has touched more than 1 million lives through 30 high-impact social projects in India. The foundation focuses on key areas of healthcare, education, arts and culture, sustainability, and social issues through its various projects.
The growth story at the Precision Group is anchored on the strong foundation of the camshaft business in Solapur. We've been able to successfully leverage on this and acquire 3 companies in the last few years. Going forward, we will continue to organically expand each of the group companies and look for new acquisition targets to grow PCL multifold. The continuous effort and the passion of the entire Precision team ensures that we will reach new heights.
Precision Group, where passion meets performance.
Thank you, sir, for your insight on company's highlights on the videos. Moving on, I invite Mr. Karan Shah, full-time director of the company, Business Development, will give business presentation on Precision Camshafts Limited and group companies. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Mayuri. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for being a part of your company's 29th annual general meeting today. I would now like to go through the business update of your company. The Precision Group today is a one-stop solution for niche machined components and complete integrated electric drivelines with a manufacturing footprint in Solapur, India, Nasik, India, Kunewalde, Germany, and Oosterhout, Netherlands. The company now employs over 2,500 people in these locations. The management of your company has strengthened over the last years with key positions being filled at our group companies. We believe that the company is now in good hands to secure and ensure its sustainable growth. I would now like to start off with a business update of the parent company, Precision Camshafts Limited. As you might know, PCL is one of the leading suppliers of camshafts around the world with an 8 to 10% global market share in the PV segment and a 70% plus market share in India in the PV segment. Over the last 2 to 3 years, PCL has deployed capital into its machining capabilities. The total machining capacity at PCL is now approximately 330,000 camshafts per month or approximately 4 million camshafts machined per year. We are happy to announce that the company has clear visibilities to utilize these capacities as programs from key customers which were delayed in the past have now come back on track. In addition to camshafts, PCL has developed several new components in its existing facilities. These include single-cylinder camshafts for two-wheelers that are already in production and auxiliary shafts, balancing shafts, and differential housings that are currently under development. Our objective is to ensure that PCL is not fully dependent on camshafts going forward, although we see a very great visibility in the order book for camshafts up to 2026 and beyond. PCL has been awarded several new businesses for camshafts over the last 2 years, which we would like to share with you. The company has won new business from Ford USA for their flagship F-150 program, from Renault Nissan India for their new 1-liter program, from Kia Motors in India for their 1-liter program, from Tata Motors for their 1.2-liter platform, from Fiat of Europe for their new generation small gasoline engine, from Jaguar Land Rover for their new high-performance V8 platform, and from Royal Enfield for their new engines. PCL is very proud to be either a casting source or a fully machined camshaft source for these new businesses. The company has also been awarded several new businesses for induction hardened ductile iron camshafts which will provide the company with higher value addition on its casted camshafts. In summary, PCL as the parent company continues to enjoy healthy margins and is poised for growth over the coming years. Coming to Memco, based in Nasik, the company had seen a dip in sales due to the automotive slowdown, the COVID pandemic, as well as chip shortages. We would like to believe now that the worst is behind us, and we hope for growth in the business in the coming years. Our objective at Memco is to diversify our product portfolio as well as customer base. Our group company MFT, based in Germany, has seen stabilization of business during these difficult times. Since we have completed the 100% acquisition in July of 2020, our endeavor is now to implement strong manufacturing practices, systems, and controls at MFT over the coming year. A completely new management team has been established now at MFT to lead the turnaround of this company. The team comes with great experience in such situations, and we're hopeful that things will start to look more positive going forward. In a short summary, the company's automotive component business is now well diversified in terms of product as well as customer base, wherein no single customer contributes to more than 23% of revenues for the component business. Now coming to our e-mobility subsidiary EMOS, based in the Netherlands, the company has registered significant growth in business over the last 2 years. Since we have completed the 100% acquisition in July 2020, we have focused the business on addition of new customers and new technologies to the company. While the traditional business of retrofitting medium and heavy commercial vehicles will continue, we now look forward to an exciting new journey as we partner with several niche OEMs across Europe to provide them with ready-to-assemble electric driveline kits. EMOS caters to a wide variety of applications such as waste collection, airport buses, mid-mile and long-haul transport, road sweepers, cranes, reefer containers, etc. In order to lead the growing business in Europe, a strong management team has been appointed at EMOS in the Netherlands. The workforce of this company has increased from just about 20 people full-time to more than 60 in the last 3 years. The company has also established an EV team in India, which is not only working on localization of several components, but is also working on retrofitting of vehicles for the India market. Over the last 1 year, the company has now retrofitted a mid-size passenger bus into 100% electric bus for the India market. And here is a first look of this electric bus, ladies and gentlemen. Not only is this vehicle 100% electric, but has also a fully new sleek exterior, which has been designed by PCL in-house. The initial integration work as well as the thorough testing of this vehicle has been done in close association with the Automotive Research Association of India, or ARAI, in Pune. We have been able to localize more than 60% of the electric driveline on the very first vehicle. We now expect this vehicle to outperform the original vehicle in terms of horsepower and torque while providing a range of more than 180 kilometers on a single charge. We are very excited about the future of e-mobility in India. As seen before with the components business, no customer contributes to more than 20% of revenues at EMOS as well, which does not have any concentration risk. While Mr. Joshi, our director and CFO, will address any further questions related to the financials, I would like to leave you with a brief summary of the financial year 2020-21 financials, which show a mere 5% dip in revenues year on year, despite the challenges of the year and the COVID pandemic. We thank you again for joining this 29th annual general meeting of your company. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for the business highlights on Precision Camshafts Limited and the group companies. Moving on, as per the Companies Act 2013, Act and the SEBI LODR, The company had provided the facility of remote electronic voting through NSDL to all the shareholders to cast their votes on the items mentioned in the notice of this meeting. E-voting period was open from 24th July 2021, Saturday, 9 a.m. Indian Standard Time, till 26th July 2021, Monday, 5 p.m. Indian Standard Time. Shareholders can also vote during this meeting once the electronic voting is activated by the moderator during this meeting. Instructions for members to vote during this meeting are provided in AGM notice. In terms of Section 108, read with Companies Management and Administration Rules 2014, CS David B. Bhave, proprietor of Measures J.B. Bhave and Company, practicing company secretaries Pune, have been appointed as scrutinizer for conducting e-voting process in fair and transparent manner. Scrutinizer will prepare a consolidated report of voting exercise through remote voting and voting during the meeting on all the items of notice and submit his report to the Honorable Chairman within stipulated time from conclusion of this meeting. The final results of the voting will be submitted to Stock Exchange and same will be uploaded on the website of the company. Now, I would request Chairman to proceed with the agenda of the meeting.
With your permission, we will put the resolutions for voting as per agenda of this meeting, as mentioned in the notice of the AGM. Shareholders who have not voted using remote e-voting facility can vote during this meeting. The voting facility is active now, and also the shareholders will have 15-minute window to vote before the conclusion of this meeting. I authorize Company Secretary to read out the agenda of this meeting.
Thank you, sir. Now start with the agendas of the AGM notice. Ordinary business. Item number 1, ordinary resolution to receive, consider and adopt A, the audited standalone financials of the company for financial year ended 31st March 2021, including reports of board of directors and auditors thereon. And B, the audited consolidated financial statements of the company for financial year ended 31st March 2021, including reports of the auditors thereon. Item number 2, ordinary resolution to declare dividend of ₹1 per equity share of ₹10 each for financial year ended 31st March 2021. Item number 3, ordinary resolution to appoint a director in place of Dr. Suhasini Vaishya, who retires by rotation and being eligible offers herself for reappointment. Special business. Item number 4, ordinary resolution to ratify remuneration of cost auditors, measures SV Vatte and Associate Cost Accountants for financial year ending 31st March 2022. Item number 5, special resolution to consider reappointment of Ms. Savni Arvind Ledda as independent director of the company. With your permission, I shall take all the agenda items as read. Now moving on, I request the registered speaker members with the company as per the AGM notice instructions to ask any questions to the board of directors. I would request honorable members to kindly restrict questions to the agenda of the meeting and to the financial year 2021. Kindly avoid duplication of questions. I would request moderator to allow speaker to ask questions.
Hello, am I audible? Hello?
Hello. Mr. Zadav, now you have been unmuted and placed in the meeting. You may ask your question and also you can start your video.
नमस्कार, मी विजय कुंदन जाधव, छाया कुंदन जाधव आणि विजय कुंदन जाधव यांचं जॉईंट होल्डर असल्यामुळे मी ते इथं रिप्रेझेंट करत आहे. सर्वप्रथम प्रिसिजन कॅम्पशाफ्ट लिमिटेड आणि सगळे मॅनेजमेंट आणि टीमला मी धन्यवाद देतो की त्यांनी ह्या पॅन्डेमिक सिच्युएशन मध्ये असून देखील आमच्यासारख्या सामान्य शेअर होल्डर्सला 150% पर्यंत रिटर्न्स आता दिलेले आहेत आणि मी विशेष करून करण शहांचं खरं कौतुक करतो की त्यांनी आता एक छान असं प्रेझेंटेशन दिलेलं आहे आणि एक आम्हाला सगळ्यांना एक प्रोटोटाइप मशीन दाखवलेली आहे जी लवकरच भारतामध्ये इलेक्ट्रिक व्हेकलच्या होईल. माझी अशी आशा आहे की सगळे सरकारी आस्थापनांमध्ये लवकरात लवकर ह्या आपल्या प्रिसिजन कॅम्पशाफ्ट लिमिटेडच्या इलेक्ट्रिक बसेस ह्या दिसतील. सगळ्यात प्रथम माझा एक प्रश्न होता की आपली जी कंपनी आहे त्या कंपनीचे एकंदरीत ग्लोबल फुटप्रिंट्स वाढवण्यासाठी FIIs, DIIs आणि म्युच्युअल फंड हाऊसेस यांच्यासोबत कुठली ऑनलाईन किंवा ऑफलाईन मीटिंग तुम्ही घेतली आहे का? मी 2019 सालच्या पण AGM ला हे आवर्जून मेन्शन केलं होतं की तुम्ही FIIs परत म्युच्युअल फंड यांच्याशी तुम्ही ऑनलाईन असू दे किंवा ऑफलाईन भेट घ्या, जेणेकरून आपला जो विश्वास आहे, तुम्हाला जे डेली कॅपिटल मिळणार आहे हे कॅपिटल वाढीमध्ये तुम्हाला मदत होईल. एक्सपान्शन असेल, बाकीच्या सगळ्या गोष्टी असेल, सगळ्या गोष्टींमध्ये तुम्हाला मदत होईल. हॅलो. आणि आणखी एक फक्त सजेशन होतं की पॅन्डेमिक सिच्युएशन मध्ये अनेकांना फटका बसलेला आहे, पण ह्या सगळ्या पॅन्डेमिक सिच्युएशन मध्ये देखील प्रिसिजन कॅम्पशाफ्ट लिमिटेड वॉज आउटस्टँडिंग परफॉर्मर. इनफॅक्ट इंडस्ट्रीच्या पण ऑटोमोबाईल अँसेलरी युनिट ॲज अन होल इंडस्ट्रीच्या ह्याच्यामध्ये टॉप परफॉर्मर म्हणून तुम्ही उगवलेला आहात. आमची अशी एक इच्छा आहे की तुम्ही मुकेश अंबानींचं एक उदाहरण घेऊन मॅनेजमेंटमध्ये तुमच्या सगळ्याची आता सध्या शेअर होल्डिंग प्रचंड प्रमाणामध्ये चांगली आहे, तर तुम्ही 2 वर्षापर्यंत कुठल्याही प्रकारचं रेम्युनरेशन तुम्ही घेऊ नये. 2 वर्षाचं रेम्युनरेशनचा मोबदला तुम्ही कंपनीच्या रिसर्च अँड डेव्हलपमेंटमध्ये, एम्प्लॉईज वेलफेअरमध्ये आणि एकंदरीत आपल्या कंपनीच्या म्हणजे आपल्या म्हणतो मी हक्काने आपल्या कंपनीच्या एक्सपान्शनसाठी वापरावा. दिस इज जस्ट अँड सजेशन. बाकी सगळा निर्णय मॅनेजमेंट आणि बाकीच्या शेअर होल्डर्सकडे राहील. धन्यवाद.
विजय जाधव. गौतम, माझा आवाज येतोय?
येस सर.
येस.
विजय, तुमचं आम्ही दोन्ही ऐकलंय तुमचं. आता याच्यामध्ये आम्ही म्युच्युअल फंड आणि FIIs आम्ही त्यांचा अप्रोच होतोय, त्यांच्याबरोबर मीटिंग चालू आहेत आणि थोड्या दिवशी तुम्ही बघताल ते पण आमच्या बोर्डवर येतील. आणि दुसऱ्या गोष्ट तुम्ही असं विचारलं होतं की बाबा सॅलरीज ऑफ मॅनेजमेंट. आता आमच्याकडे सफिशियंट मनी आहेत आमच्या रिसर्च अँड डेव्हलपमेंटमध्ये टाकण्यासाठी, नवीन बिझनेसमध्ये टाकण्यासाठी. आजच्या तारखेला ती वेळ नाही आहे की ते त्यांचे म्हणजे एवढे कष्ट करून त्यांना आपण पगार देतो आणि ते कमी करण्यामध्ये काय हे नाही आहे. पण हा तुमचा सजेशन आम्ही नोट करतो फ्युचरसाठी.
येस येस, थँक्यू.
Mr. Barjatia, you have now been unmuted in the meeting. You may start your video and ask your question.
Yeah, sir. Thanks for providing the opportunity, and thanks for responding to all my questions. I have already sent my questions and I have received a lot of responses. Only one questions have been asked to be kept as pending for the AGM, and I will ask that question. So I just wanted to understand that we have in the annual report talked about capacity expansion over next 1 or 2 years, and at the same time we have mentioned that our capacity utilization is only 60%. So just wanted to understand that do we expect so much of growth in next few years that we will cover our existing capacity fully, and then we will require the new expansion capex as well? I think that's the only pending question. If management can respond to that, it would be really helpful. Thank you.
Good afternoon, Vaibhavji. Thank you for joining the AGM. Appreciate your question. I think the answer to this is that the capex for all new machining has been done over the last 2 to 3 years, which is why we have the capacity for approximately 4 million machine camshafts. Due to the corona pandemic last year, the capacity utilization was approximately 60%. But based on the presentation that you have just seen, as well as the order book that we have, we do have enough new business to fully utilize this capacity. The additional capex that is being planned, which would be about 50 odd crores, would be to add induction hardening equipment for all new business that we have got from Maruti and other customers for induction hardening of ductile iron camshafts, which I also mentioned during the presentation. So that's where.
Okay. Okay, got it. So that clarifies. Thanks a lot for providing.
Thank you.
That's it from my side. Thank you.
Thank you.
Since the formal agenda of the meeting is over, I hereby authorize Company Secretary to declare the results and place the results on the website of the company at the earliest. The resolutions as set forth in the notice should be deemed to be passed, subject to receipt of requisite number of votes in favor of the resolutions. With this, the 29th Annual General Meeting is concluded. I'd like to thank independent directors, Mr. Pramod Mahendra, Chairman of Audit Committee, Mr. Vedant Pujari, Chairman of Stakeholders Relationship Committee and Nomination Remunerations Committee, who retired at the conclusion of this Annual General Meeting after serving 2 consecutive terms. I am very thankful for their valuable contribution to the company and the board of Precision Camshafts Limited with their expertise. Lastly, I'd like to thank all shareholders for attending this AGM. I'm truly grateful for your time and involvement. On behalf of the board and the team at Precision, I'd like to assure you and pledge that we will continue to work hard to enhance the value of your company. Thank you very much.
For your convenience, the voting facility will be active for next 15 minutes. In case you have not voted yet, you may do so now. Thereafter, the meeting shall stand as concluded. Shareholders may raise their queries at cs@pclindia.in along with their folio numbers. Thank you very much.
Now, all the directors can leave the meeting. The e-voting window will be kept open for another 15 minutes, that is